Hi Libra, my name is Audrey Alison and this is your February 2015 forecast for the month. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for joining me and thank you for liking and sharing and Google Plusing me and for just being super cool on this business venture that I am embarking upon at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Let's get into the forecast. February is a smooth month and I love that. So we start off the month with a full moon on the 3rd of February, and this is at 14 degrees Leo. So Libra, this will affect your friendships and your goals and your wishes. The full moon might bring an ending or an awareness to a friendship at this time, or will illuminate something that hasn't been seen in regards to a social connection for you. You could find out information or become aware of not just an ending of a friendship, but an ending of a goal. Maybe your focus is not the same as it was, so you're shifting that energy. What it is that you truly want to achieve, what are your desires and your wishes going forward. It's your social activities too. There's 11th house is groups and clubs and organizations, so you could end your affiliation with a group that you were once involved in this year. And they might be calling you when Mercury goes direct on the 11th and wonder where the hell you've been. And then you could tell them to kick rocks because you're not coming back to their club anymore. No, not that harsh, but on the 11th of February, Mercury goes direct at 1 degree of Aquarius, which affects your 5th house of romance and children. When Mercury's direct, communications are smooth sailing now. But also in your 5th house of romance and children and creative endeavors, you might have found that you weren't communicating very well with them, or you were tongue-tied. But now that he's direct, you could really be led to the right date, to the right, you could talk yourself into the correct dating situation when Mercury's direct in the 5th. And also your relationship with your children will be smooth. Mercury officially clears his shadow after Valentine's Day. So if you're signing contracts, I would wait a few more days after the 11th just to let some of that energy dissipate from him. On the 18th, we have our new moon at 29 degrees, 59 minutes of Aquarius. Now, last month, we had our new moon at 0 degrees Aquarius. So technically, this should be influenced by a Pisces new moon, the sign after Aquarius. But it's still affecting your 5th house by a little tail end of a minute. And also your 6th house of health and your daily routines and your workouts. The sun on the same day we have the new moon on the 18th will enter your 6th house. It goes into Pisces like it does every year. The sun is in Pisces from February 18th through March 20th. So this is shining positive warmth into your sector of health. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. For those of you who were ailing, you're going to be feeling better when the sun is in your 6th house. And also, if you want to consider workout routines or the diet, changing it up, you'll have a lot of positive reinforcement with the sun in the 6th house on the 18th through March 20th. Now, Mars and Venus are following each other around on the 19th and 20th consecutively. We have Mars entering Aries until the 31st of March. And then we have Venus following suit in Aries until the 17th of March. So this Libra, Aries for you, across the astrological wheel is your polar opposite sign. You see the wheel behind me? Right across from each other is the sign Libra Aries. Now, your 7th house of relationships is activated, and marriage and soulmates. So you've got, you know what, Libra, you've got some sweet energy for the 5th house of romance and the 7th house of committed partnerships or one-on-one relationships, not friendships, but someone you would consider, you know, kissing. So that's interesting because Mars is passion and energy. And wherever he goes around that wheel in the sky, that's where the energy is focused. So having him landing right in your 7th house of significant others, that's putting a little kick in that sector's pants, because you kind of want Mars in your 7th in order to achieve getting the relationship that you want. Now, for those of you in a relationship, this is superb, and you probably have a lot of physicality happening with Mars in the 7th. And Venus there, the planet of love itself, in the sector of love, and well, 5th house is love, 7th house is marriage and soulmates. That's a sweet positioning, because Mars is men and Venus is women, and sensuality and the feminine, and there's an equal balance of those two planets in the same sector, which is magnificent for starting relationships, but it's also great for partnerships that already exist, because not one of you is more predominant over the other, which could make for a great combination. When they move into Aries, they will meet up with Uranus, who is stationed there. So they'll all be conjunct together. And Uranus is surprise and shock and sudden electricity, or sudden, you know, jolts of inspiration. I love that. You could suddenly meet someone, because there's nothing slow-paced about Mars. And Uranus likes to shock. So when you do meet someone, it will be very quickly. Oh, I like that placement. Now, Saturn will be triggered in Sagittarius, because that's also in a fire sign. There's a lot of fire sign activity. We've got the fire trine happening. Jupiter's in Leo, fire. Saturn is in Sagittarius, fire. And Uranus in Aries, in addition to Mars and Venus. So this is on. And a trine is positive energy. There's nothing in opposition, and you know, nothing is squaring each other. Those are harsher aspects. A trine and a sextile, they filter in more harmonious energy. Let me get to your cards so I can see what is up for you, but I feel like I'll be getting some relationship cards. Between the 5th house of romance and the 7th house of others, there might be the Lover's card, there might be some cup cards, but also fire cards for passion. Now, Libra, if you'd like a reading with me, you can reach me at audreyallison.com. I read all through the week. And I'm on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Here are your cards for February 2015. Libra. The 3 of Wands, fire. This is a trip, or broadening the horizons of your mind, or going the distance, going out of your normal environment. Let's see what else happens. The 5 of Cups, sorry, this is breakthrough and new opportunity. So for every breakdown, there's a breakthrough. Okay, let me pull the rest of the cards and see what else is up. Well, we don't like we don't like the looks of this card, but the Ten of Swords is, you know, clearly, I'm sorry to laugh, but I use sarcasm and humor to deflect most painful situations. So looking at the Ten of Swords, worst card of the deck, but it means the pain, the positioning it's falling in, it could mean the pain you suffered, what you have already suffered. Obviously, you carry it with you, but there's a breakthrough from this experience. The final card, 2 of Cups. This is the 7th house. This is the card I really thought I was going to pull, but okay, this is your relationship. This is the goal. This is the outcome card. So I'm not sweating this card. This is where you've come from, and this is where you're headed. And, you know, everything's full circle. So ironically, this is probably where you came from. This happened, and then this is where you're headed. So you know what I mean? It's cyclical. Everything's cyclical. Everything's a circle. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we die, we're all coming full circle. So it's just kind of like fated, these experiences. You know, the trauma that you've experienced in one life path, it's fated in order for you to obtain the goal of the work. To obtain the goal of the work. Okay, so who's traveling? Libra, you have a very, you know, you could break free from your normal environment in order to achieve this as well. There's a healing, there's a healing going on with a lot of Libras. Now, let me take a minute. This won't apply to everybody, but the message that I am receiving is that you can't take it with you. So this feeling, you can't take it with you, so why hold it within you any longer? I'm getting emotional, but there's a saying that goes, as long as you're above the ground and happy, it's all that matters. So my stepdad used to say that to me all the time. And there's something very true about it. You can't take it with you, that feeling of loss. So, you know, why bring it into every day? Why start the day with the heaviness? I know that you can't always control your feelings, but you can control your mind, and that's where everything starts. I'm sorry to get all emotional, but that message came through very clear to me. and personal to me. So I just wanted to share that with you. And you know, the beauty of this reading is that when change happens or breakdown happens, there's the breakthrough from that experience. So you can trust that the outcome is something so happy and beautiful that you'll get there, Libra. You're lit up. 5th and 7th house is pretty powerful. So take that with you for February, and I will see you in March. I hope you have a sweet day, and I'll see you soon.